This is Pro Blogger.
Welcome to episode 174 of the Pro Blogger podcast, and a very happy new year to you. My name is Darren Rouse, and I'm the blogger behind ProBlogger.com, a blog, podcast, event, job board, a series of ebooks, and a real-life paper book, one of those old-fashioned ones, all designed to help you as a blogger to grow your audience and to make money from your blog. You can find out more about all of those things that we do at ProBlogger at ProBlogger.com. Now, in today's lesson, I want to talk about New Year's resolutions and goals, it being the 2nd of January. And I want to suggest setting a goal that I think will help to set your blogging up for a great year of blogging. In fact, I'm really excited about this episode because it's an alternative way of thinking about New Year's goals or New Year's resolutions. And it's something that until today, while I was out on my walk, I'd never really considered before. And so I'm really excited to share it with you and to try it myself. So if you're looking at the new year, 2017, and are wondering how to make it the best year ever for your blog, I hope this episode will help you do just that. You can find today's show notes with some links to some further reading that I've got for you at problogger.com/podcast/174.
Creating great content. Finding an audience. Building engagement. Monetizing your blog. This is Pro Blogger.
So happy new year. This podcast should go out on the 2nd of January 2017. I'm actually recording it though on the 27th of December from a few days ago, and I'm currently recovering from a very hot Christmas. It's summer here in Australia, and Christmas Day for us was 36 degrees Celsius, which is about 97 Fahrenheit for those of you who aren't used to Celsius. And we spent most of the day on Christmas Day swimming in a swimming pool, my mother-in-law's swimming pool. So it was a bit of a hot day, a little bit different to I know how many of you was celebrated the day and are spending your time at this time of year, because I've been watching some of you who are snowed in on Instagram at the moment. But now that Christmas is over and preparations at our house are turning towards New Year's Eve, we actually will be celebrating and seeing in the new year with 5 other families who are coming over for the evening. We tend to get together with the same families every year. This year there'll be 10 adults and I think about 15 kids, so it should be pretty noisy and a lot of fun. And every year as part of that celebration, the conversation tends to turn to New Year's resolutions and goals for the coming year. So over the last few days, I've been pondering my own goals and resolutions, my own plans for 2017. Now, I'm not huge on resolutions, but I always do set a few goals for my personal life, my health, my relationships, as well as my business and as well as my blogging. Now, I've talked a lot about goals in the past. In fact, if you want to go back and listen to episode 77 after you finish this one, I suggest a whole process for making goals for your blog that I do think is well worth listening to. It's episode 77, How to Set Blog Challenging Goals for the New Year. But it struck me today while I was out on my walk that many of the goals that I tend to develop for my blogs every year are a little bit, I hate to use the word, but they're a little bit selfish. Let me explain. Often as bloggers, we set ourselves goals like, I want to double my traffic in the year ahead, or I want to publish 5 posts a week because I only did 3 this year, or I want to create a new ebook, a new product for my blog. I want to start something new. I want to start a podcast, or I want to start doing Facebook Live. I want to grow my list, my email list, or I want to update my old blog design into a new one. Now, all of these sorts of goals are completely worthy. They're all good. They all tend to be about us making some kind of gain in some area, achieving some sort of goal that we have, or eliminating some kind of problem or bad habit that we have. And all of those things are good. However, they're all about what we want as bloggers. And I wonder, as I kind of look at those goals and was thinking today about my own blogging goals, if perhaps they all have some kind of a missing element, and that is our readers. As I was walking today, I was wondering, if a much better starting point for thinking about our goals for our blogs and businesses might be if we set New Year's resolutions for our readers. What would happen if we set goals for our readers? What do we want to achieve for our readers in the year ahead, rather than what we want to achieve for our blog?
You're listening to Pro Blogger.
So here's my little challenge for you. I want to challenge you to set a goal or a resolution for your readers in 2017. What kind of pain do you want to help eliminate in your readers' lives in the year ahead? What kind of bad habit do you want to help them to get rid of in the year ahead? What kind of mistake do you want to help them to stop making in the year ahead? What kind of obstacle do you want them to overcome in the year ahead that you want to be a part of? Now, that's the negative way of looking at it. What pain do you want to eliminate? What bad habit do you want to eliminate? What mistake? What obstacle? But also you can flip it around. What gain do you want to help your readers to achieve in the year ahead? What good habit do you want to help to develop in your readers in the year ahead? What change, positive change, do you want to help bring about in their lives? What achievement do you want to help them to make? Think about your readers. Who are they? What are their pains, their obstacles, their problems, and what are the gains, the hopes and the dreams that they have? And identify one of those things that you can help your readers to work on in the year ahead. Now, there's nothing wrong with setting goals for more traffic and more income and more comments and engagement with your readers. But as I was walking today, it struck me that if we instead flipped it around and put the focus on the change we want to see in our readers in the year ahead, that perhaps some of those other things will look after themselves. If you can identify the thing that you want to help your readers with this year, that will help you to work out what content to produce, what products to create for your blog. Will help you to work out how to promote your blog better and how to attract new readers. So, how will your blog make a difference to your readers in the year ahead? Think about it. What is your goal for your readers in 2017? Try and get it into a sentence. If you're struggling with that, ask your readers. I just did exactly that on my Facebook page, and I'm already starting to see some of my readers tell me about the things that they want to achieve in the year ahead as it pertains to my topic. Once you've identified what it is that you want your year to be about in helping your readers, put it somewhere that you'll see every day. Try and get it into a sentence and write it down. Put it next to your computer. Put it on the office wall in front of you so that every day when you sit down to write content, you've got that change that you're trying to bring to your readers in mind. And maybe it could even become a weekly post that you do that really tackles that problem or that thing that you're trying to achieve. Or maybe it could be an extended series. Or maybe it could help you to have some discussion on your social media. Or maybe you could even start a Facebook group to help your readers to achieve that particular goal. Maybe it could become a part of your monetization strategy. Maybe you need to create a course or an ebook or a membership site that's based around that change you're trying to bring to your readers. You may even want to announce it to your readers. You might want to say, I've surveyed you, I've thought a lot about what I want to achieve with this blog this year, and this year I want to help you to whatever it is that you want to achieve. So flip the New Year's resolutions about this year. Don't just come up with your own goals for what you want to achieve with your blog, but think about what you want your readers to achieve. What is a New Year's resolution, a goal for them? Once you've done that, I would love to hear what you come up with. I'd love to hear what your goals are for your readers in the year ahead. I'm going to ponder that particular question for myself, and I'll let you know what I come up with in the weeks ahead as well. You can find today's show notes, and I do have a little bit of further reading for you at problogger.com/podcast/174. Once you've come up with that goal for your readers for 2017, you might want to go and listen to episode 77, which is also about setting goals for the new year. Those goals, though, do tend to be more about the goals for your own blog. So I do encourage you to start with the question of today, what's the goal for your readers? And then you might want to go and listen to episode 77, which I think is a good companion to today's episode. Hope you do have a good New Year's and exciting start to 2017. And I'll be in touch with you in the coming weeks with the next episode of the Pro Blogger podcast.
You've been listening to Pro Blogger. If you'd like to comment on any of today's topics or subscribe to the series, find us at problogger.com/podcast. Tweet us at ProBlogger. Find us at facebook.com/ProBlogger or search Pro Blogger on iTunes.
Before I go, I want to give a big shout out and say thank you to Craig Hewitt and the team at Podcast Motor who've been editing all of our podcasts for some time now. Podcast Motor have a great range of services for podcasters at all levels. They can help you to set up your podcast, but also offer a couple of excellent services to help you to edit your shows and get them up with great show notes. Check them out at podcastmotor.com.